The energy and the vibes around here has been great. There's a ton of optimism within that clubhouse.
You're listening to Marlins on Deck.
Guys are coming off a tremendous offseason and ready to get back out on the field and get baseball going.
Let's head out to the ballpark to get you ready for first pitch. Here's your host, Steven Strom.
Well, welcome. Good job, Ricardo Wancho. Great to have you aboard. This is Miami Marlins Spring Training Baseball on the radio, live from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium in Jupiter, Florida, on a cool 70-degree Monday afternoon. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is the 2025 Grapefruit League on the Marlins Radio Network. And this afternoon, we bring you a matchup between the 8-12 New York Mets and your 7-11-1 Miami Marlins. Folks, it is game 24 of 30 spring training games. Clayton McCullough sends his 25-year-old southpaw Ryan Weathers for the fourth time this spring to the bump. Carlos Mendoza will feast his eyes on 31-year-old right-hander Paul Blackburn as he gears up to take a vital role in this Mets rotation. It all starts at 1:10 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Well, hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck. Great way to start your week on this Monday with Jack McMullen and Craig Minervini. I'm Steven Strom. Big story about Ryan Weathers. He came into camp looking like a different dude. He lost 20 pounds. His velo has had a significant uptick, throwing it in the 97 pluses. Here was Weathers on what the breaking point was when he decided he needed to change his diet.
We have, blood panels done every spring. And, I'd always been told I was healthy. Well, ever since I was in high school, I played, 3 sports. I was always I wasn't like the other kids. I always keep a little bit of weight on. Sure. And even my mom and dad would be like, it's kind of a little bit weird. So this past year I went to a holistic doctor and got some blood work done and found out that I had a little bit of high insulin resistance. So it would just kind of sparked okay, what do I need to change? And obviously, I just started kind of doing the carnivore diet, and then now it's just animal based. Now I'm in a comfortable spot. So I eat fruit. I just try to, stay away from carbs and sugar really. It just keeps my body in a good spot. I recover a lot better. I've had weird injuries in my career.
Yeah, the index last year.
So if I can, do that and eliminate just little small tissue injuries, then obviously if it benefits my career, I'm going to keep doing it.
Well, that is what is separating Ryan Weathers right now. Not only does he have the talent, he also has his dad, who has been here before, an experienced major league pitcher. He's combining those smarts, that wisdom, and his talent, and has really turned into probably a guy that the Marlins can trust in that 2 or 3 spot in the rotation. He looks fantastic in 3 starts, 7 in the third combined, 2 hits, 1 run. 10 Ks, 6 walks. He will pitch 4 innings, 4 ups, and 70 pitches for Ryan Weathers here this afternoon. Let's break here. On the other side, we'll get you ahead of the count, Paul Blackburn and Ryan Weathers, as we get you ready for a 1:10 first pitch right here on the Marlins Radio Network.
Spring's in full swing on ML.
Norby hands next to his right ear, ready, and he sends one into left center field. That's in for a base hit. Koperniak picks it up. Run is going to score. Serna wheels around, goes first to third, and Sanoha in on the RBI single from Connor Norby. An older woman picked it up off the ground. Norby rips one into left center. That's in for a base hit. He's got a 2 RBI day. Conine stops at second, and Connor Norby with a multi-hit, multi-RBI day. It's 2-0 in the third. First pitch to Brantley. He rips down the right field line. That is tailing towards the line. It is gone, and it's a home run. A screamer of a line drive. And Rob Brantley parks one towards the Cardinal complex. A 3-run home run, and the Marlins are up 5-0 in the bottom of the third. At third, Edwards at short. Presumably Otto at second. Stowers lines one just over the glove of Mason Wynn at short. Into center. Around third, Connor Norby heads home, and he scores. And it's a 3 spot for the Fish in the 5th. RBI single for Kyle Stowers. No score in the bottom of the first. And Jonah Bride lifts one out to center field and deep. Michael Ciani working back, ranging to right center. He jumps up, and it's off the top of the wall. The right fielder Walker picks it up. Bride wheeling around second, headed to third. Wynn's relay throw is not in time, and Jonah Bride has a 2-out triple.
available in all states. Potential savings will vary.
Hey, this is Griffin Conine, and you're listening to Marlins On Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Why, thank you, Griffin. Live here from Roger Dean Chevrolet Stadium. This is Marlins On Deck, Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and Craig Minervini. Ricardo Wanche back in the studio. My apologies, Ricardo, for completely butchering your last name. Doing a nice job back in the Fox Sports 940 Marlins Radio Network studios. Let's get you ahead of the count. Paul Blackburn, Ryan Weathers. We'll start with Paul Blackburn, 31-year-old right-hander in Season 2 with the Mets. Mets traded for him at the trade deadline last year. He'll make his 5th start of the spring, his 2nd against Miami. He pitched 4 shutout on Wednesday against St. Louis. He's 1-1 with a 6 ERA. In this spring campaign, he figures to be a part of the back end of this rotation. Clay Holmes, Kodai Senga, David Peterson, Tyler McGill, probably Paul Blackburn at the end of that rotation. Blackburn will go opposite the aforementioned Ryan Weathers, 25-year-old southpaw who's had a magnificent spring. We said it in the first segment, 3 starts, 7 in the third, 2 hits, 1 run, 10 punch-outs, and 6 walks. Looking to get those walks down a little bit as he really is in the final stretch before opening day. Last start on Tuesday against St. Louis, 3 frames, 2 hits, 1 run. This will be the first time he is facing the Mets here in spring training. We got news and notes on the other side of the break, 9 minutes away. First pitch right here between the Mets and the Marlins on the Marlins Radio Network.
Batter up, homeowner.
Last year at West Virginia, he didn't play shortstop. That one hit well by Griffin Conine and deep. Koperniak back to the wall. He leaps up, and it's gone. Griffin Conine, first pitch, ambush. And with a high arcing 2-run shot, the Marlins have a lead in the top of the 2nd.
It was like a crossover and have them fall over. You know, just like that.
Sanchez rockets one out to right center. He admires his work, and he leaves the yard. Right center field, Jesus Sanchez, his first home run of the spring.
He crushed that ball. That ball was hit well. Backspun.
It is. Mentioned OPS just under 780. Nick Fortes drills one out to left and deep. Jose Barrero back to the track and the wall, and it's gone. Nick Fortes exits stage left. His first home run of the spring, and the Marlins bats starting to come alive in Grapefruit League play. First pitch to Matt Mervis, left on left. He drills out to right and deep, and Mervis leaves the yard for the 2nd time this spring. 93 center cut, and Mervis did not miss it. Sousa, the left-hander, comes set. We have the 2-1. That one hit well out to center field and deep. Dubon back, warning track on the wall, and it's gone. Derek Hill leaves the yard to straightaway central. 2-run blast for the Marlins center fielder. And they double their lead. 2 spot in the 6th. Makes it 7-3 Marlins. Bennett Sousa, his 0-1 pitch to Wagaman. That one hit well again. Out to
News Radio 610 WIOD.
Monday Marlins baseball right here on the Marlins Radio Network on a 70-degree. It is a little bit chilly. I got my long sleeve on here for my StreamYard audience. It is a little bit chilly for us Miami. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, Craig Minervini. We got 1 week left. It's unbelievable. Spring training is almost over. Thank the heavens. I want to watch some real regular season baseball. Ryan Weathers will go opposite Paul Blackburn. Got some news and notes for you from Clayton McCullough earlier today. We'll first start with Edward Cabrera. He will play catch today. Remember, a couple of days ago, he was removed from a start against the Houston Astros. Had that blister on that right middle finger. And Clayton McCullough said with our sit-down, Jack and I, Clayton's Corner, the regular season is still to be determined for Edward Cabrera. They still believe that they can get Edward back on the mound, throwing to hitters closer to the end of camp, which is really nearing here. Whether it's a sim, whether it's a regular game, we hope to see Edward Cabrera, hopefully, so he's ready for the start of the regular season. Ryan Weathers, I mentioned before, he'll throw 4 innings and 70 pitches as he continues to build up towards, we think, a breakout 2025. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture, Craig Minervini, I mean, the guy's always ready to rock. Starting lineups and first pitch is right around the corner. We are 10 days away. Sandy versus Skeens. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins Spring Training Baseball is next. This is the Marlins Radio Network.